All right, so there's been quite a bit of confusion when it comes to the S14 subframe bushings for the energy polyurethane bushings. There's a lot of people confused on what you have to cut out. This is a fresh one. There's nothing been done to this one. The rubber pulled out of it. There was no burning involved. That's going to be up for these guys, but this rubber here actually just pulled out and stayed on those studs in the car. And in here, this is that plastic sleeve that everyone talks about. I think it typically melts when you burn out the bushing, so you don't see it, but this is exactly what it is right here. You can see I nicked it up a couple times. But I'll show you exactly what you need to do to get these into here. See, that's a really nice fit in there. There's no wobbling once you get it in there deep. If you look here, right there, see this right here? This is another sleeve inside this. This has a lip on it, as you can see. This is what was confusing to me, was I could see this lip when everyone took their sleeves out, but I wasn't too sure if this came off or what I'm going to show you, this top hat comes off. This right here has to come out. Come on, focus. This goes in here. I'm not going to put it in because it was a bit of a pain to come out. See that? And then this is this guy right here. You can see that there's this lip. This is the subframe. This right here is an inner collar, a cup. And it has to come out for the polyurethane. For solids, it's a whole different thing. They're a lot easier, and there's quite a bit more write-ups on them. But this is for the S14. This is not going to work for S13. And so, this is what I did. See, this hacksaw made life really easy. What I did is I cut across here first, right down. Made sure I didn't nick the subframe itself, and then I chewed all the way down like this. So first went like this, cut it right down, then I used it that breaking through that steel to make cutting down here easier. I didn't go all the way through, I just made it so it was weak, and I went all the way around, and then I hit here, 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 and here to shrink it inside that cup. And I kept on just wailing on it, and then finally I was able to get a pry between the subframe and here and work my way around with the pry, and then this pops out. So once you get that out, now you can actually fit this poly in here, but you're not done yet. This plastic here, this is on a sleeve of its own, and this can't come out till this comes out. So next thing I did was this. I took this, which is a 36 mil. This is what I take my axle nuts off with. Went from the bottom side, like this. There's some rubber in the way on this one, so I can't hit it directly, and it wouldn't come out anyway. And then I just pounded it out from the bottom. You're not hitting these tabs. You don't want to wreck those tabs. Apparently that's what holds that poly in there. You can see on this plastic. You could cut the plastic out, I guess, but I wanted to show what it's like all the way out, and it just, I don't know, the removal is a lot nicer. It's a lot less mess if you don't cut it out. So you can see That fits in there perfect. Hit it out, slides out. You're still not done. Now, this thing is going to go a lot deeper, but it's not going to bottom out. You need it to bottom out. This right here, another confusing piece. This is all the way in the bottom. This is actually, I'm just going to spread it out. It's kind of beat up. It should be a full circle. It's not going to work. This is supposed to be a full circle, and it sits way at the bottom, full circle all the way around. And that's going to stop this poly from going all the way down. So what you got to do is, once again, pull out your hacksaw if you're lucky like me, and I just use work tools. They're actually my tools, but I can justify them as work tools to everybody. Cut here, and I cut over here while it's in there. Now, to do it, you got to be careful, because you're not supposed to damage these tabs. But what I ended up doing, and I'm not too sure if it's correct or not, but it definitely worked. I fit the hacksaw through this notch here and cut the ring, and then over here on the other side, where's my finger here, and cut through. And then with a screwdriver on the back side, I tapped it. That didn't work, so I ended up taking a pry and then just hitting it and popping that ring out, and then that ring comes out, and then you can put your poly in. There's still a lot of grit in here on mine. Still a little bit of a steel shim in there, or cut, but this fits in there, and it goes all the way down. I need a little bit of encouragement, but I didn't damage it or anything. This is going to get wire wheeled out and get greased, and then this one's going to be done. I still have to do this one here, and then these back ones, they're going to have to get burnt out. And then these ones, I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to have to burn them. Looks like I will. They're not going to come out without a fight. And then this is all going to get wire brushed down and painted and then put back up in the car. But yeah, that's exactly what you need to do. You need to have this bottom ring out. You need to have this out and this. And this is exactly how it sits in the car, like this. This top one, the plastic, and this. I'm not too sure if there's a steel ring that goes around this. Mine was so rusty in there that that steel ring could still be in there. But I've been chipping away, and there's a lot of rust flaking coming off. You can see at the bottom. That might be that ring. So if your poly's not fitting in there quite good with that off and this out, you might just have to knock it down. There could be some scale buildup. Mine was so rusty though. I've got a little Dremel here, and this has made life easy. Cleaning out scale in here, and that's what I've been using to knock out that leftover rust. I'll make it nice and shiny, paint it, put the poly in, and we're good. So that's everything. Goes that hat, the plastic, and the ring. All have to come out, and then the poly goes in. So thanks for watching, and hopefully this helps you guys out. I had to do it on my own because there didn't seem to be a video or anything really conclusive on how to do it, so I hope this helps. Thanks.